ಹಿಂಗೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ಹಿಂಗೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. Good morning, students. For another last session of your chapter, we are with parasitism in the last class. Chapters population interaction is going on. Finally, that comes to an end very shortly, because in this interaction, one who gets benefited is designated by plus symbol. One who is getting harmful or detrimental is depicted by a minus symbol. One who's neither benefit nor harm, we depict them with a zero, neutral signal. A symbol with neutral symbol. So far, there were already two relations being discussed. The number one interaction was predation. So this was also, species A was a predator, while species B is declared as a prey. So with the all better examples and entire different role played by the predator, and how does the prey try to avoid getting predated. So I have some mechanism called how to fool the predator. Okay, the prey knows how to fool the predator. Two examples are quoted in your book. Plus chemical methods taken by the plants, morphological methods against predation taken by the plants was also said. Followed by next, yes, parasitism was, no, amensalism was completed. Just kindly note amensalism. So I remember that even this was indeed taken next after predation. Presently discussion was going on parasitism. Okay, parasitism also holds the same relationship with this plus and this is minus. Amensalism, like this becomes an amensal. Species A is an amensal. You won't get any benefit nor loss. But the one B is pakka detrimental. You are going to kill or special other things. So we are talking with respect to species A. We are not talking with respect to species B. What is the role of species A is discussed here. Please kindly note. When you take benefit, you are harm. When you are taking benefit, free, food, and lodging, parasite. The one who receives food, host. One who gives or provides the food. One who receives the food, one who provides the food and lodging. That is true. So in this case, what is the relation with the species A with respect to B? U, importance of U towards your B means when amensalism, A is amensal. A is amensal, you are killing the another one. Right? So therefore you are getting neither any benefit from that nor any loss from that. You are just being harming the other creature. You are an amensal. You are a parasite. You should be a predator. Predator, parasite. You should be an amensal. You are the amensal. But this is in fact supposing to be discussed. Else, if your NCERT has mentioned minus and zero, and in any of your MCQs, if you see in today or like tomorrow's question paper, if it is as per the NCERT only, if this is minus and if it is zero, no more option is there means please go ahead. If right answer is supposed to be this, if this option is not there, and if you still feel for amensalism in this place is minus sir and in this place is zero, no other options suitably host means, prefer correct, mark this. But among these two options, you are supposed to mark this. But if this is not there, then go for this. But if this is there, then you will be taken a first preference for the word called as amensalism. So this is a way that what I wanted to warn you regarding this. Now you are talking about parasite. Parasitism, for a parasite, you spoke in the last class certain adaptations. Okay, so we were here in this previous class. Parasitism adaptations are being spoken. Parasitism adaptation is spoken. Here this is already said. I'll be with once again the same picture. I'll just be here once again with the same pic, hoping. Yes, we are telling the host is going to give you free the host. it is a human being or a cattle or any other animal. Host is going to provide for a parasite free food, free lodging, free meals. Now, the topic in your NCERT is discussing how is a parasite going to have its important adaptations and what are the effects on the host. अब ये discussion चल रहा था in the last class. So I'll just take it back once again. Parasitic adaptations. You said that in this parasite there was loss of unnecessary sense organs. Need not be their sense organs, because I just take the food directly without getting much more efforts. Then you said they have something called as hooks. Very well developed hooks should be there. They could have suckers because they want to draw the meal. If you see, this is tapeworm. If this is a tapeworm's anterior end of the tapeworm, yes, I could call them as suckers, and very well provided structures which is called as hooks. You have very well hooks and very well developed structures called as suckers like this. Okay, so that is adaptation of your parasitism. What about your reproductive capacity? Means reproductive capacity is very high. Reproductive capacity is extremely high. Okay, so coming to the matter, your life cycle is even complex. Life cycle is complex. Life cycle is complex. Usually you need a few hosts to complete the life cycle. Sometimes you need 2 or more than that, a few hosts compulsory to complete your life cycle. The digestive system is usually absent. Digestive system is supposed to be an absent. It's not there, right? So in case, means whatever the food you take, that will be absorbed by the cells of your tissues of the body directly. System is usually absent. If present, it is simple. So this was certain parasitic adaptations, the parasite leech. Okay, this is the leech here, blood sucking leech. Your adaptations to feed on the host. Now the next part of your question is, sir, how does a host get a effect? What are the effects on the host? So next part of syllabus will start. Effects on the host. Okay, now effects on host. How is the host being affected because of this parasite? You could tell the host will be weaker. The host will be weaker. Good. It will be vulnerable. Physically weak. The host may be physically weak. The host may be physically weak. It could be vulnerable. Next, it could affect its reproductive potentials. It will definitely affect its reproductive potentials, ability of breed. Right? Vulnerable means vulnerable for a predator. It could be physically weaker, vulnerable for predation. Easily a predator can predate on this host, any other. It will even affect its reproductive potentials. And for host can be prone to the diseases. Because of this, they can also be exposed to various diseases. But in a true sense, nowhere is mentioned that a parasite will kill the host. Now all these things convey parasite harm the host, harms. Parasite harms the host is what the question is. For this sentence, we have certain justification here. Parasite will definitely harm the host, no doubt. But in what sense? Means it will make the host physically weak. It will make the host much more vulnerable, exposed for predation. It could disturb its reproductive potentials. and your host may be prone or exposed to certain disease also. So in this way, if you look at host is definitely affected by the parasite. Host is definitely affected by the parasite. Can a parasite kill the host? As such, we have not come to this particular statement of decision. In a true sense, a parasite should not kill the host. Okay, in a true sense, a parasite should not kill the host. This is what it is given. It will harm the host. Now, see what next. Your parasites are grouped into two. Parasites are grouped into two. Ectoparasite and endoparasites. Ectoparasite and endoparasite. What is ectoparasite? Where a parasitism occurs on the surface of the host body. Parasitism occur on the surface of, surface means outer surface, understood, of host body. Straight point, straight meaning. You need not worry for any other things. We are getting you the complete meaning of the single word also. Again, don't ask, sir, give me a printed notes or such things. You should read your NCERT only, and almost NCERT is already on the board. 80% of NCERT sentences only are quoted on the board provided. So please take care of your notes. This is only the notes. Parasitism occur on the surface, outside surface of the body, so called as ectoparasites. Example, still right here on the board. Leech on the cattle, body of the cattle, or man. Marine fish with copepods, with minute crustacean members. All the members are crustaceans, means members of your crab family. Marine fishes with copepods. Your ticks on cattle. I hope you know ticks on body of the cattle. Certain times crows will be removing them from the body. Even lice on human. Last class I was discussing. Lice on human. I think NCERT should change the answer there. Lice on women or girls. That actually she would have done. But anyhow. Girls, okay, fine. Lice on a human, bracket, girls. Next, last, cuscuta on hedge plants. Cuscuta on a hedge plants. Let me take up, this is like a marine fish. You are infested with marine fish being infested with copepods like this. They just attach. So that is an example of parasitism. Here, everybody could ask, sir, what is this cuscuta? Rarely have you seen on some plants green color thread-like strings are hanging. Green or yellowish. Green or yellowish thread-like, very much. They look like noodles. Okay, or on some what do you call आपके garden में कुछ shrubby plants है, okay, so or maybe in the park some shrubs are there, उसके ऊपर you see like yellow color threads who are winding up them, yellowish threads or greenish threads, they are called cuscuta. So the absolutely picture looks to be like this. Or for any shrub, upon them you will see the absolutely like this some part of the plants, yellowish threads growing on these, surrounding on this, something called as rabi plants. So if please try to see in your surroundings, this yellowish is a parasite, it's a stem parasite. Okay, so this is our cuscuta. Cuscuta on the hedge plants. Hedge plants means your garden plants. So this is also parasite. It's an example of plant. Cuscuta is a plant there. Remaining all are animals. Cuscuta on a hedge plants, lice on human, ticks on cattle, marine fish, copepods, and leech on a cattle or man. So if this could be examples of ectoparasites, then what are endoparasites? What are endoparasites? Keep the sentence as such. Parasitism occur not on the surface outer of the host body, inside the host body. Parasitism occurs inside the host body. Inside the host body. Not on the surface, inside the host body. So, whom shall I take example for endoparasite? Examples of endoparasite. This is Ascaris. This is leech, na? So, Ascaris in humans. Tapeworm in the cattle. Plasmodium vivax. Plasmodium vivax within the mosquito. Plasmodium within the mosquito. Enough. Some examples of endoparasite. Now last, very special entity is given. This is called as brood parasitism. We have heard this. Try to see here afterwards. Brood parasitism. This is seen in only birds. This is seen in the birds. What is brood? Brood is nests. This is seen in the birds. Birds only make this brood parasitism. This happens within the nests. What do you mean by this brood parasitism? Here, the parasitic bird lays the eggs of its among the eggs of the hosts. Among the eggs of the hosts. So I'll just color up this. This is the parasitic bird's egg. See, ऐसा भी parasites हो सकता है क्या? Very very special feature this is. Parasite is laying the egg within the host bird's nest, so that you can't build a nest, you can't incubate the eggs, you can't build a nest. You are laying your eggs which resemble the same eggs of the host. होस्ट के अंडे भी तुम्हारे अंडे भी ज्यादातर कम या ज्यादा सेम लग रहे, सेम दिख रहे. Because of this, I am parasitizing my eggs to grow and develop in the host. Papa, what does host will do? It will think that these are often his kids, her kids, and raise the kids of the parasite. What a special way of parasitism this is, right? So what should I write here? I need to write in brood parasitism. In brood parasitism, the parasite bird lay its eggs within the host nests. Within the host nests. Example, you have a cuckoo. You can call it as koel within the crow's nest. Cuckoo within the crow's nest. Cuckoo is going to lay the egg within the crow's nest. Okay? Even it's possible cowbird laying its eggs within the hummingbird's nests. Hummingbird's nests. But this is of course known to us, we have heard. A koel or cuckoo will lay its eggs within the crows. So it is all a matter of very sensually time sense, okay? Very sensual a matter of having a very good time sense. When a crow is off, no crow is there, you will just go within a few minutes, drop your egg and come out. Okay? Try to see within your Google if possible. I'll also show a video in the next class. Basically all these interactions, let us put one video if possibly. How wonderfully, these eggs will hatch. Before these offsprings try to push out all these eggs. How much covered it is. Agar ye jaldi nikal ke aage, they are pushing out these eggs from the nests. So smaller ones, so younger ones. I'm sorry, like I couldn't get that picture, I would have got it. Unfortunately, I couldn't get that picture. It's wonderful, you can see. You are dropping out these eggs out of the nest so that you will only come up. So anyhow, these two are the examples for your brood parasitism. In terms of coevolution, the host egg is resembling the parasitic egg. That's all. The host egg is resembling the parasitic egg. Therefore, it is getting possible. अगर दोनों में अंडे में कलर या साइज कुछ अलग होता तो ये काम नहीं हो सकता था. दोनों एवोल्यूशन जब आए, दोनों के अंडे absolutely resemblance में same थे. They used to look appear in a same. So I call this as coevolution. In terms of coevolution, the host egg and parasitic egg resembles the same. Enough. So this was all about your parasitism. Okay, so this is all about your parasitism. So we will complete this parasitism. Now we have to go for the next one called as competition. Number 4. Competition. What do you mean by competition? Fitness of one species. Fitness of one species is lowered by the another. Fitness of one species may be lowered by the another. What is the word fitness here means? Fitness here means in terms of R value. In terms of R value it is. Intrinsic rate of natural increase hone mein. I am not allowing the opponent party's population growth because I am competing. Opponent parties R value, what is R value? Rate of natural increase in the birth, already attributes you have studied. Intrinsic rate of natural increase, ये allow होने के लिए हम नहीं दे रहे. Right, I'm not allowing this to happen. So this is with terms of, in terms of Darwin's fitness, if you talk in terms of Darwin's fitness, it is interspecific competition or interspecific struggle. Competition mein, sorry. It is nothing but as per Darwin's. What is this Darwin's fitness? It is interspecific struggle for existence. It is just a struggle for existence. It should be an interspecific struggle for existence between two different species. Between two different species, it is just a struggle for existence. And what will be the outcome? Only the fittest individual will survive. झगड़ा तो दोनों में है. We both are competing. Interspecific struggle for existing. Reason because of limiting resources. ये तो है ना. What to do? Competition is occurring because of this reason. See, this is the meaning of competition I am writing. Meaning of competition is like this. Interspecific, as per Darwin's, what do you mean by the word fitness? Sir, fitness कैसे आएगा? R value कैसे आएगा means he says, it's a interspecies. Inter means between two different. Again, he has mentioned in the book between close related species, वो भी दिए, usually closely related species करके ही mention किए for their existence because of limiting a resource. I hope you know what is resource, food and space. Because of limiting resource, two different species close related are competing with each other. One is going to bring down the R value of the another less. You are trying to bring my R value less, I am trying to bring your R value less. So this is called a interspecific struggle, and ultimately only the fittest will survive. That is survival of the fittest. Ultimately what happens? Survival of the fittest occurs. बस ये तो कॉन्सेप्ट था आपका कंपटीशन के. once again. So ultimately, please check once again. Minus and minus, A and B both are minus. Fitness of meaning of computation is fitness of one species is lowered by the presence of the another species, because this is in terms of R value. Fitness of one is lowered by the presence of another species. As per the Darwin, or in Darwin's theory, fitness is related to interspecific struggle between two close related species. Though different species struggle. Reason for their existence we have to struggle. The reason because resources are limited. ये तो पता ही था. Ultimately क्या होगा? Resource इतना ही है. Who will come out means only the fittest of them will get a survive. That is a rule apply for everywhere, every person. घर में भी, college में भी, office में भी, everywhere it is only the fittest will survive. The weaker ones will be eliminated. Correct? The weaker ones will be eliminated. Only the fittest will survive. Start. Usually competition occurs. Now started, we are discussing lot of examples. Get ready. Usually competition occurs. Usually competition occurs. We are quoting examples dear. Usually competition occurs between close related species. ये तो सच था. Close related species. But your book has given, right? Sometimes or always may not be true. This word is also given. Sometimes may not be true, or always this is not true. Usually what is going to happen? Usually competition is going to occur between close related species, but this is always not true. Means what? Competition can also occur between two unrelated species. ये डिस्कशन हो रहा है आपके बुक में भी in the context of competition के पैराग्राफ में this is a discussion going on. So this can also occur between two unrelated species. Example. Example is quoted, two unrelated species between flamingos, bird, and the local resident fishes. Local fishes means in the lakes, competition is occurring between you and you. For who, sir? It is for somebody who is called as zooplanktons. Very very unusual ना. Flamingos sir वो मछली खाते थे, मिल गए तो वो भी खाते. But you are meant to just see the beak of this. You are a filter feeder. You are actually a filter feeder. So you are also feeding for phytoplanktons and zooplanktons. Fishes are also want to feed on zooplanktons. Fishes also want to eat zooplanktons. You also want to eat zooplanktons. This is therefore justified. Competition can also occur between two unrelated species. That is here flamingos and resident fishes. Resident means local fishes. Flamingos and resident fishes both compete for zooplanktons. For zooplanktons in the same lake. In the same lake. Both compete for the zooplanktons in the same lake. Good. This was first concept of example of competition. First example is competition में 5 examples are there. Right? So first concept is can occur between two unrelated species. ये concept में है. First example is discussed on this concept. Competition दो unrelated species के बीच में भी हो सकता है. Correct? Topic I said previously, well good examples, and the chapter really flourishes in a very beautifully manner. Now, number 2. Competition. Interference. It even in certain times happens with us also. आप पाव भाजी या पानी पूरी खा रहे हैं बाहर, खपा खप gulping. Relax. Okay, you are gulping out golgappas like anything. Somebody strangers, maybe strangers means कोई दूसरे, I guess like might be the poor, rarely somebody below the level of your status is just looking and watching at you only, the way you are eating. Get more irritated. Often if you change your location also, they still stand there and just look at you only the way you are eating. You feel even though you wanted to eat 2 more plates, you stop here and you just walk off. Just the way, it's kind of irritating. Irritability. ऐसा भी हो सकता है क्या? Yes, definitely. Because of your presence. Okay, because of your presence there along with me is making me disturbed to feed my food. ऐसा भी हो सकता है क्या? हाँ, ऐसा भी चल रहा है. That is called as competition and interference or interference competition, whatever it is, both are fine with me. Here, the feeding ability here the feeding ability is lowered. The feeding ability is lowered due to the presence of inhibitory effects, due to the presence as well as inhibitory effects of another species. Here the feeding ability is lower due to the presence and inhibitory effect of the another species. Possibly here rhinoceros with elephants. हाथी चरते बैठे उसके बीच में rhinoceros गए तो do you feel rhinoceros are eating in very comfortable manner? No ways. That was a very dhamaka example here. Rhinoceros are in the way of what you call getting interfered because of the presence of elephants. कहीं तो चल रहे rhinoceros, कुछ हाथी के झुंड आ गया तो चल रहे यार, अपना बोरिया बिस्तर बांध ले, just move from this We are not at all comfort in your presence to eat, so you have lowered my feeding capability. It is also possible. Well, this example is not in your book, just I have got it for you. So elephant is presence, elephant's presence, elephant's inhibitory effect is lowering the feeding capacity of your rhinoceros. This is concept number 2, competition interference. Competitive exclusion. This is known as Gauss competitive exclusion principle also. They'll ask you to state competitive exclusion principle given by Gauss. ये अच्छा है. Gauss competitive exclusion principle. एक्सक्लूजन प्रिंसिपल पूरे से पूरे जड़ से मिटा दिए उनको. सुपर. कॉम्पिटिटिव एक्सक्लूजन प्रिंसिपल. व्हेन टू क्लोज स्पीशीज, नो चलो, व्हेन टू क्लोज रिलेटेड स्पीशीज, व्हेन टू क्लोज रिलेटेड स्पीशीज get interfered. Okay, I'll come up with the picture here. When two close species get interfere. Sir, who is this? It's a Galapagos tortoise. Watch. When two close related species get interfere, the competitively superior ones will indefinitely or will eliminate, I'll use this word later, will eliminate. The competitively superior one will eliminate. The competitively superior one will definitely eliminate. Eliminate means outdate the inferior ones. Superior ones will eliminate the inferior ones indefinitely. Okay. Watch. So what example is given here? Competitively superior ones will eliminate out the inferior ones. Completely extinct. Superior ऐसे पूरे जड़ से ये जो who is this inferior ones को मिटा देता है करके. Example is Papa. These are Galapagos Islands tortoises. We have brought Galapagos tortoises. Ye was there in the Galapagos Islands of Pacific Ocean. To these Galapagos Islands, goats were introduced. Galapagos tortoise, where it is in the Pacific Ocean. Galapagos Islands got introduced by the goats. Pacific Ocean के Galapagos Islands had Galapagos tortoise. Like wait. Pacific Ocean Galapagos Islands had Galapagos tortoise. To this island, goats were introduced. The islands were introduced by the goats. It says within 10 years, bracket, decade, within a decade, within 10 years, all the Galapagos tortoise became extinct. Just within 10 years, एक भी आइलैंड में tortoise नहीं बचा, पूरा का पूरा सत्यानाश, got extinct it seems. Why? Because Who is more superior in browsing? खाना खाने में ऐसे घास को फर 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 निकाल के खाने में goats are very super in browsing their efficiencies. That is he gives. Just a minute, what I will tell. I was telling that Galapagos tortoises are found in Pacific Oceans. Okay, to these Galapagos Islands, it was introduced by the goats. Within 10 years, or within a decade, all the tortoise became extinct. All the tortoise had become extinct. All the tortoise had become extinct because of higher browsing efficiency. That's the statement of your book. Higher browsing efficiency by goats. कोई छोटे मोटे ट्राइबल वाले वहाँ पे कुछ बकरे चराने लगे, गोट्स इतना बढ़ गए कि सभी आइलैंड के जगह में घूमने लगे, इतना कि दे स्टार्टेड कंपीटिंग विद द टॉर्टॉइसेस. सभी कुछ ग्रास गीस जो भी जमीन पे था, पापा यू आर ईटिंग सर्टेन ग्रासेस, दिस वर ऑल फेड बाय योर गोट्स. इनको खाने में कुछ भी नहीं मिला, सो टॉर्टॉइस बिकम एक्सटिंक्ट बिकॉज गोट्स हैड हायर ब्राउजिंग एफिशिएंसी. Okay, so we'll be back again after a break. This will be continued, so we will take a small gap and be back. We'll complete the computation as well as next part, mutualism and commensalism. Okay, we'll stop here right now. I'll be back again in the next class. Thank you so much.